DJ, disappointed today, innit? Disappointing, but it's a pre-season friendly, and it happens. But what we were talking about as on the way in, the big news today, obviously after the big news yesterday, we've got a lot of big news coming up, you know what I mean? But Ollie gets a new deal, man.
Man, I think he deserves it, You've got second last season, final the Europa. He kind of ticked all the boxes that he needed to tick in terms of what the employers and the club wanted him to do. I just felt that maybe offering him a new contract at the moment is sort of a knee-jerk reaction. We haven't even got all our signings just yet. Maybe they could have done that once we bring in all we can bring in with the transfer window. I think that would have been better timed and maybe people would have received it better. But the United fan base, especially with Ollie, it's going to be split down the middle. But for me, I think a bit too early, but we move in it, we're going to support him regardless.
Yeah, and that's what it is, the support there. I mean, he looks like he's getting the back in to get the players. How much pressure's on him, though, in this season? Like, he's got the new deal, that's fine. We all know that at the end of the day, results decide what happens. Yeah. Mourinho got a new deal, got sacked the season after. It can happen if the results go bad. Yeah. I'm not saying they will, but it can. Like, how much pressure's on him to deliver, like, a cup or go deep into the Premier League title race? Or?
Yeah, I think there's loads of pressure now because I think the excuses are going to be out the window, especially if United do get the players that he wants. It's totally going to be down to Ollie and his coaching staff now. There's nowhere to hide. There's none of this, I haven't got the team ready and stuff like that. It looks like we're going to get a decent pre-season, as you can see. Yeah. The players are going to get the work in before the season starts. And, God willing, hopefully, fingers crossed for all United fans and myself, we get the players in that we need. And if that is the case, then the pressure is going to be solely on his shoulders and his alone. So nowhere to hide next season.
What are you feeling about the Pogba situation?
To be honest with you.
Cashing in?
Yeah, I'm cashing in personally. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, no one's bigger than a club. Sir Alex used to say it all the time, and, that's something that's ran with me and a lot of United supporters. Love the player. Has he performed the greatest over his time at United? He hasn't. Is he world class? Yeah, he is. On his day, he is. But, if he doesn't want to be here, there's no point, trying to hold him to something if he's not on the project, My hope was that, we got Varane, we got Sancho, we bring in a couple more man, and he looks around and says, you know what? I'm actually liking this project. I'm liking where
Can that still happen? Going. Is there time for that, or do you think his mind's already made up?
United can hurry up and get these deals done. You know what I mean? He's going to know more than, say, us. He's a football player, and they all talk. So he's going to know who might be on the move and stuff like that. There's reports and rumours of him turning down a contract. I'm not sure how much that's true, but if that is true, that's a lot of money to turn down. That means his heart's not here. And if his heart's not here, let's cash in nice and early. 50 million, nothing less. That's our asking price. Pogba can go with our blessing. Let him go. He's on his last major contract, I suppose, now. Yeah. So we'll take the money for him and we can invest that money elsewhere in the team. Not going to get a like-for-like because I don't think there's a like-for-like in the world for Paul Pogba. But if we can get a functional midfield going, I'll be happy with that.
We were talking today about coming away from the 4-2-3-1 and seeing a bit of 4-3-3 today. We saw Matic, the deeper line, Andreas and Jesse ahead of him. It didn't go to plan at times, but I could see there was a bit of a different system. Yeah. How important is that for next year?
Oh, 4-3-3.
Who should play in it?
Oh, see, now he got me. 4-3-3, I think, is important. I think it's very important for this United team. The 4-2-3-1, we need to get away from that. It's very stale, it's very stagnant at times. 4-3-3 is the way to go. If Pogba leaves, we're going to have to maybe add Van der Beek in there now with Bruno. But then out of that two, you're going to need someone that's going to be able to come in and sit. And that is where the money for the Pogba transfer, if it happens, is going to go.
Do you trust to get the replacement if Pogba goes?
I mean, United, I don't trust you, but please, if Pogba goes, we either got to replace him like for like, which there isn't anybody. I've just said there's nobody. Or we get in a supreme CDM, young, between, I'm saying the ages of 25, 28, get him in and get embedded into the squad. And I think then you can have a good midfield three, McTominay, Fred on the bench. That's just what I'd like personally.
I hear you. Varane.
Hey, well, look, if by all accounts, he's saying that he wants to come and look at the United project, come to the Premier League. If he comes, then look, he is the most important signing of this window because all United teams of the great United teams of the past had a strong centre-back partnership. If he comes in, I believe he can raise Maguire's level, but also the whole back four. What's his name? AWB. Even him, even our keeper. That type of signing for United could be a catalyst, I reckon, to challenge. I don't think we can win it just yet. I still think we're maybe one or two players away, but with him, we can push them close. Push the top teams close.
Pleasure, bro.